What's up, guys, and welcome back to our Hulkamania series in TEW 2016. Now we're going to change up the formula a bit from how I ran it out last episode, because, I'm signing a lot of people, and I don't want all their debuts to be spoiled before they happen, so I'm just going to pre-book shows. Also, make episodes a bit shorter, because, I do have a WWF attitude, is very long episodes, so, I like this being more short pre-booked things. It helps me, do things a bit quicker. So we'll book this, then we'll cut after the last result until we'll cut to main event. If you understand what I'm saying. So let's jump into this show. So Flair cuts a promo, hyping up his match with Hogan. He's like, that's going to be a really good match. We have an extremely short match. Jean Paul Levesque defeats Scott Studd in 4:42 by pinfall with the Ace Crusher, again at 53. Vader. Okay, so we're on the bad streets in New York City. Guardian Angel, he's walking around, he's patrolling, and then all of a sudden out the side alley he gets blindsided by the man they call Vader in his gear. I'm picturing Vader in his full gear, in his wrestling gear, just then beats the crap out of the Guardian Angel. He's throwing him about into walls and stuff. He's like, being all scary Vader. Doing Vader things. To help build up to their match. This is all, pre-recorded footage, and we, acknowledge it. We're not this is live. This is, 33% viewer discretion is advised because of the graphic scenes. Oh, man. It's pretty bad stuff. Thankfully, this is a text-based game. We have Johnny B. Bad. He hypes up the fact he's going to take the TV title from Lord Steven Regal. It's a 64, which leads us into Lord Steven Regal defeating Marcus Alexander Babwell in 12:06 by submission with a Regal stretch, making defense number 2 of his television championship. Gets a 68 C+. Austin is cutting a promo backstage when Ricky Steamboat comes up, and the two of them start trading insults back and forth until Steamboat basically baits Austin into giving him a US title match, and Austin's like, I'll give you a US title match and I'll kick your butt, and then Steamboat's like, aha, I tricked you, I wanted that match. Austin's like, oh no, but he can't go back on it, so now he has to face Steamboat one-on-one. How exciting. On 81, it's also got 81, that's fun. And but it had good wrestling, a decent reaction from the crowd. Terry Funk defeats Dustin Rhodes in 10:33 by submission with a spinning toe hold. Alright. After interference from Meng. So, the numbers game in the stud stable is holding up, or is it? Because after the match, Terry Funk and Meng are beating down a defenseless Dustin Rhodes. But who makes the save and hits the ring and saves the day? Only bloody Arn Anderson, and he comes in and he spinebusters Meng, and he spinebusters Terry Funk, and he nearly spinebusters Colonel Robert Parker until Colonel Robert Parker realizes that's what's coming to his fate and runs away. You gotta pay for the pay-per-view if you want that Colonel Robert Parker spinebuster. It's a 74 B-. So yeah, our next event at Bash the Beach, we're gonna have Terry Funk and Meng versus Dustin Rhodes and Arn Anderson, which is a pretty damn solid match. And I bet they had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. The Nasty Boys defeated the Armstrong Brothers in 14:53 when Knobs defeated Brad. A trip to Nastyville, I guess a 63. Then after the match, Knobs and Sags are celebrating when outrun Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan, and they beat them down into the mat, because these four are going to have a crazy brawl. Bash the Beach, we can tell you. And then our main event, in about with great wrestling and good heat, Vader defeats Brian Pillman in 17:32 by submission, getting a 78. And in our main event segment, Hogan and Flair, the contract signing. And you'll never guess what happens at this contract signing in a wrestling show. They only have a fight. What? I know, it's never happened before. But yeah, they have a big fight. It's a big pull-apart brawl, tons of WCW security. Flair's wooing like a madman, and Hogan's going that crazy way he does, and it's money. And that show got us an 84 B+, popularity up in 39 regions. Nice. But yeah, we'll stop here, and we'll be right back with WCW main event. Right, guys, welcome back. We have WCW main event. We're gonna go jump right into the show. So we have Harlem Heat cutting a backstage promo. Again, a 67. Got a crowd off to a strong start and got the crowd hotter. That's good to hear. So a lot of the time on B shows, I like testing to see how good people are on things. You know, like seeing how people do on promos, they rated on entertainment, and you know, just things like that. An abysmal match. Eric Watts defeats the Gambler in 5:23 by submission with the SDF. Somehow a higher rating than I thought I would get. Paul Roma gets a backstage promo, again a 42. Okay. And Paul Roma defeats Joey Maggs by pinfall. Again a 38. Oh my word, poor Joey Maggs. Lord Steven Regal cuts a promo, hyping up his match with Johnny B. Bad, getting a 74, B-, so that's very interesting to note. Regal, very good at promos, keep that in mind. But that had subpar wrestling in Little Heat. Johnny B. Bad defeated Sergeant, I think I called him Sir Buddy Lee Parker. He's been knighted, well done. Sergeant Buddy Lee Parker in 3:35 by pinfall with a shooting star press, getting a 50. Cactus Jack's backstage promo gets a 72. Again, interesting to note. Pillman defeats Rip Rogers with the Air Pillman in 11:29 in a 56. He's got a percussive ankle stretch. That's great. That's just what I need. Steve Austin gets a promo hyping up his match with Ricky Steamboat, getting a 76, and our show overall gets a 61. Not bad for a B show. So yeah, that'll do it for this episode. I don't want to go to the continue screen in case something comes up like, oh my god, can you believe WCW signed Bret Hart from the WWF? And I'm like, oh damn it. My secret is exposed. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see stuff I do, hit subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.